season and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. Shoots the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's the floater.
Miles Turner with that length sends it back twice on the pipes. Miles.
Turner with a screen for Mathurin. Oh, Turner in position. And stolen by Vassell. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, is...
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Halliburton drives in.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Wembanyama passes to Sohan. Vassell outside. Back to Wembanyama. And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
Halliburton outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
At the elbow, Fox. Floats one, and he sinks the layup.
And there's an example of Fox. Doesn't have to get all the way to the cup to be effective.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich, and we talked about Benedict Mathurin. Their confident wing. Coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. We've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity. He'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Halliburton passes to Mathurin.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Siakam outside. Back to Mathurin. Inside, just 5 to shoot. Siakam, that's good.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
There's the steal. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And it's Sohan missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
There's a minute left to play here in the first. Outside, Fox. The shot comes out. Good D by Siakam. Pacers leading by 5. Pass to Halliburton. Siakam against Fox. Lobbed up there for Mathurin. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Paul right side to the inside. And the dunk by Sohan.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
The Spurs have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. A 3 from Wembanyama. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Halliburton outside. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Tie game in San Antonio. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Paul, and it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Halliburton against Fox. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Mathurin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Antonio leading by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Here's Sohan. Back to Wembanyama. Three-pointer. And it's Halliburton with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Turner passes to Mathurin. Back to Turner. From downtown, Chris Paul grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 5. Fox with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pacers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Halliburton for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact, somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Siakam outside. And finished off by Siakam.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Nembhard grabs the board.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Here's Fox. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Obi Toppin's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Halliburton. McConnell finds Toppin. McConnell against Paul. Count it. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Sohan, covered by Siakam. Here's Paul, scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Indiana moving it around. Siakam, a screen on Paul. Here's McConnell. And no good that time. Some solid D from Paul. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
The kick out to Fox. Down low. And Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Toppin, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front. They lead by. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
It'll be the Hawks against the Magic in Orlando. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern.
This is the kind of game everyone...
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Obi Toppin. T.J. McConnell is out there with Nembhard. Then there's Aaron Nesmith, and it's Bradley in at the center. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Here's McLaughlin. Top and covering. To the wing on the left. Snatched away. Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple. Nemhard's got his second basket of the night.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Castle. Nemhard covering. Pass to Castle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McLaughlin, no good. Indiana leading. Stolen. Tapping against Barnes. Here's McLaughlin. Pacers with the rebound.
Boy, that makes them 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
A shot by McConnell, no good. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Barnes. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Barnes has got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
The Spurs have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Launches a 3. McLaughlin, no good.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Here's Nemhard, covered by Barnes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's just good awareness from top and willing to get it to the open guy immediately. Love the unselfishness.
And Doris, when you look at Aaron Nesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin. And what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Isaiah Jackson. He's checked in for Brent. Walker comes in for Toppin, and it's Jackson in for T.J. McConnell. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Rob. Pass to Castle. Rebounded by Jackson. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Nesmith. Second chance shot. Here's Shepard. Here's Furphy. They swipe it. Barnes outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Picked them clean. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Mamukelashvili has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Barnes. He gets it up. No good that time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Spurs lead by 1. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA. And you see it right there on display.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Chris Paul. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
And it's sent back by Turner.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
McConnell against Wembanyama. And a wide open look for Siakam. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio leading. Vassell kicks to Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, how about that slick little move from CP3 to get the score inside?
Mathurin finds Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Fox. Halliburton drives in. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Another miss by Siakam. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Back to Paul. To the middle. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
A nice shot by Sohan.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And one of the reasons why they're struggling and trailing right now is they have been reluctant to create any low-post offense here in the second half.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for T.J. McConnell.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Siakam a screen on Fox. Here's Halliburton. Siakam outside. Turner with a screen for Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing. Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Here's Sohan. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Wembanyama up top. Pass to Paul. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Outside Fox. Halliburton with the steal. Down low. Vassell comes up empty down low. Pacers trail by 5. To the inside. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Halliburton. Siakam's got 8 here in the quarter. Fox feeling it out a bit. Paul finds Fox. And Wembanyama with it. Bank shot, no good. Nembhard with it. Out to Turner. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Sohan, the pass to Vassell.
And man, is Vassell tough to guard. So good at using that length to get the call.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Halliburton, good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Fearless move by Tyrese Halliburton. The game is complete and the mind is ready.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Paul passes to Vassell. Now, here's Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length. He's a factor there in the paint.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Halliburton for 3. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. And stolen by Vassell. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the small forward position. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Beal can hurt you from just... about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Fox outside. And Fox powers it home. A monster finish with authority. And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Outside Durant. Fires from deep. Rebound by San Antonio. And now we'll go to Ali LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Greg Popovich.
I asked him about the many difficulties that Kevin Durant presents to a defense, and Coach said with most guys, you can force them left or right or send help. With Kevin, he can always shoot over the top of you. Sometimes you feel helpless in that regard. Not a lot of solutions for a 7-foot sharpshooter, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Ali. Fox, that's good.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of him. Makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Out to Fox. To the paint. Done with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Richards. Sohan with a rebound. The Spurs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Paul. Out to Fox. Pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Paul. Back to Fox. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Fox has got 6 points.
With no time to spare, Fox making it look easy operating under pressure.
Booker against Fox. Now here's Booker, guarded closely. Inside. Here's the break. Jumps up. And Fox powers it home.
So difficult trying to keep pace with Fox, especially when this man is on a break.
Beal against Paul. Beal left side. He takes it in, and the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. San Antonio trailing here. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together, and the future looks bright.
Here's Durant, following the bucket by the Spurs. Durant with a screen on Fox. The kick to Durant. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
with great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8-foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Paul. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. The floater. Kevin Durant with a rebound. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
From deep, Wembanyama sinks it from distance.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Durant gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Out to the right wing. Here's Sohan. From outside, off the mark. Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. From deep three-point land. It's not going to go for him. Gets it off. That shot off the mark. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does the speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left-to-right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll. And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Back to Paul. Booker with the defensive effort.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Richards. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yes, sir. Fighting through the bump. Now trying to finish the three-point play.
Plumlee's checked in for Richards. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Vassell finds Fox. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Suns trail by 8. Left side, Durant. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Beal. The shot. The wide open shot is on the money. Beal's got 5. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. Fires for 3. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Durant for 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
Wembanyama with the easy two.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Fox. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And it's going to go on. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
Shooting two.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pure from three-point range. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Pass to Fox. Fox goes in. The Suns clear it. There's 53 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Booker can't get it to go. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. After this game, they can look forward to LA, where they'll match up against the Clippers. That's the first of a three-game trip out on the road for them. Suns trail by 5. Here's Beal. Takes it inside. And then Beal with the dunk.
Oh, when he turns a corner, Beal can just slice right through the defense as good as anyone.
Here's Paul. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Done. The pass to Plumlee. Here's the pick. From downtown. Rebounded by Fox. Puts up a deep 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. San Antonio on top, leading by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsed.
Now let's take a moment. Thanks as always.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. They've got Grayson Allen, Mason Plumlee out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Cody Martin, and it's Jones in at the point. Back to Allen. The 3. McLaughlin with the rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Champagny. Abukelishvili passes to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Outside Jones. This one for three. Knocks it down from distance. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. San Antonio leading. Going inside, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A solid distributor. Good to see the rookie Castle finds his open teammates like this.
Here's Bowl. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Bowles got his first points of the game.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's McLaughlin. Got a hand on it. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Martin a screen. Here's Plumlee. They get it again. Pass to Jones. For the tie. Ball stolen. It's 2-on-1. Here's Castle. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Martin, the pass to Plumlee. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Champagny. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. A different look for San Antonio. Bassey, he's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Vassell comes in for Champagny, and it's Wesley in for McLaughlin. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. RJ, with Harrison Barnes on the roster, a team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
From behind the arc. Barnes with the rebound. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Castle, and that one is hammered home.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Outside Jones. To the inside. And finished off by Bowl.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his defense.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Shooting 2. The play will be reviewed.
So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Suns trail by 3. Rebounded by Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Shoots it from the corner. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Allen's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And that one drops for him.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Martin outside. 32 seconds left in the third. And finished off by Bowl.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Wembanyama. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
The Spurs making a switch here. Paul's checked in.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
The kick to Durant. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, VA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And we've reached the end of the third. Greg Popovich addressing his team.
The way we keep a lead is to keep...
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Chris Paul, and it's Vassell in at the three, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. The three ball. Bradley Beal with a rebound. Suns trail by 4. Here's Dunn driving to the basket.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
And so Paul will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell finds Fox. Back to Vassell. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
A nice shot by Richards.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Here's Fox. Phoenix grabs the miss. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Dunn, the pass to Beal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
Bradley Beal taking 2 shots.
The people were worried that this would slow the action down.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
To adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And he drops the first. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
Here's Paul. Rebounded by Dunn. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Beal gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
Ooh, I really like how assertive they've been. I mean, they've been trying to bully the defense on the interior throughout this second half.
One of the smoothest players in the game. Bradley Beal, the skill, the way he moves, it's all of it.
Here's Vassell driving in. He gets it in there. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
You got to be careful shooting around Wembanyama. Look, he's already one of the best shot blockers in the league, if not the best.
The Suns shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Here's Beal. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Booker. The kick out to Paul. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
No good on the free throw.
It's impressive what an enduring talent Chris Paul has been. A lot has changed around the league, but CP3 is still doing his thing and leading his guys to success.
The Suns leading. Beal, the pass to Richards. From 10 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. The Spurs shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Fox. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
What energy from Fox when they're up against it, proving he's ready to be that guy.
2 minutes remaining.
Booker against Fox. Durant inside, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Beal. And he lays it up and in. Beal's got 8 points in the quarter.
Beal knew they needed one bad, so he worked hard and he got it for him.
Vassell passes to Fox. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Booker with it. Now guarded by Sohan. Out to Beal. Pass to Richards. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
Richards, the pass to Booker. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player. And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Vassell finds Fox. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Durant. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Money!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Paul passes to Sohan. Back to Paul. Here's Wembanyama. And he buries him. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Done right side. Back to Booker. Out to Beal. Takes a 3. Missed it. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3, the small forward. Now Kevin Durant following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Beal.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
They set the pick. Pass to Nembhard. With the drive, it's Turner high post. We're about 1 minute into the first. Lays it up off the glass.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers. Talk about self-service. Halliburton doing it all by himself that time.
Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Mathurin. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by Richards. The Suns on offense. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Suns on offense. Here's Booker. Nembhard grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Halliburton with the bucket.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Offensive rebound, Richards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Halliburton, such a special player, and his rush hour handles round out his game.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Kicks it out to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor. All the time in the world to get that one off.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, we spoke about how his team was prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
Thanks, David. Done outside. Booker against Halliburton. That's good from Booker on the assist from Dunn.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
And it's sent back by KD. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Siakam for three.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosives.
Halliburton, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Fires away from way outside. Second shot opportunity. Takes it out to Siakam. Clock at 6 for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
That puts them in the lead. Durant's got 7 points.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from deep, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops. They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Mathurin. Takes it out to Siakam. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And with that 3-ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Suns.
Richards tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 2. Live. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Here's Turner. Outside Mathurin. Halliburton finds Nembhard. Halliburton looking around. A second chance effort. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Up top, Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Beal. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Turner. Indiana again missing. Suns lead by 3. Richards with it. And here is Dunn. Driving in. Banked in off the glass. Dunn's got 6. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Turner the bucket on the assist by Halliburton.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Dunn's shot's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And stolen by Dunn. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop. The shot misses. Good D by Siakam. Mathurin attacking. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin. Gets him to the rim in a blink.
Dunn outside. Pass to Booker. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Frames the three-pointer. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Nembhard. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Beal, the pass to Richards, and he jams it with authority.
It's obvious Beal is a bona fide scorer, but he's no ball hog. I mean, he's willing to set other people up, too.
Siakam outside. The three-pointer, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Goes back up. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So entirely new group in now for Indiana. Bryant is checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Aaron Nesmith is checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard.
That's exactly where Toppin wants to attack you, inside at close range.
Done. A three-pointer off the mark. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Nesmith. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Durant uses his size in close.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
Halliburton with it. Well guarded by Dunn. Nesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Bangs home the trifecta. Halliburton's got 10 points in the game.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Bryant with a screen on Beal. Off pass to Bryant. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Here's Dunn. Off with the layup.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile.
And moving along, a metro. And that is our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Martin. Jones is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Bull in at the 4. Jones for 3. A putback. Plumlee. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Kicks it out to Allen. And it's off from three-point range. Indiana leading. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Nick Richards.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that Coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Walker's checked in for Bradley. Third quarter of basketball, we're about a minute and a half in. Clark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers, and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Halliburton penetrating. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Jones dishes the ball. Allen for the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Allen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. The Pacers making a switch here.
2 shots.
And so Walker nails both of them. Suns trail by 5. Now Plumlee. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Jones finds Bol.
It's really easy for Bol to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these creaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dream.
And McConnell gets it to go.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Allen for the three. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, he's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Toppin. Pass to Furphy. Back to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
When he's this close to the rack, that's exactly what he's looking to do. Slam it down. Well done, Toppin.
On the basket by Jones. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Bol against Toppin. A shake. And that's 2 points on the layup. Toppin's got 9.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Jones drives in, and the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Durant, no good. Indiana leading by 7. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
With those long strides, Siakam can eat up ground in a hurry.
Beal from long range. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Beal. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Durant for 3. Durant drains it from distance.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. McConnell kicks to Siakam. Mathurin with a screen for Siakam. Here he goes. And Siakam throws it down.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Mathurin. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the one of the day, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's McConnell in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Dunn finds Durant. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Indiana leading by 6. Now, here's McConnell. At the top of the key, Nembhard. And there's the drive. Back to Siakam. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
And Indiana making a change here. Halliburton's checked in.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Siakam. Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Beal. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 19 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
They get it again. Outside, Beal. Tries again. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
And it's Halliburton missing. Suns trail by 5. Booker hammers it down.
2 emphatic points. Devin Booker.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Siakam, a screen on Beal. Here's Nembhard. It's good. And the Pacers lead by 5. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. KD, a screen on Halliburton. Outside, KD. Here's Richards. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Halliburton finds Turner. And he converts the layup. And it's 6 points for Miles Turner.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
Dunn misses.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care.
Oh, and slam it down!
Take off! Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
How did he do that?
Oh, man. Oh! Dunn against Mathurin. Dunn dishes to KD. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3. Indiana leading by 7. Halliburton drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Halliburton's got 23.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Durant down the lane, and KD throws it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah, we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Turner with the steal. Here's Nembhard. Outside Mathurin, and stolen by Dunn. And Booker puts up a deep three. Pacers with the rebound. There's Siakam. Pass to Mathurin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For three, Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Halliburton out to Turner. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Siakam finds Turner. Had a hand on it.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Yep, it counts.
Assistant foul.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And the three ball is good.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
From past the arc. Bucket's good. So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group had.
Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3, small forward. And the shot goes down.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Wembanyama with it. Outside Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Paul against Halliburton. With the drive. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Fox. No good. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Halliburton against Paul. Back to Nembhard. Takes the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. From deep. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Siakam the screen. Halliburton goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
Pass to Paul. And here's Sohan. Back to Paul. Sohan outside. From outside the arc. Indiana with a rebound. You know, they beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
Here's Siakam. Goes back up. We've got 1:55 left in the first. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Hey, Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Into the lane. Nice D from Vassell.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
The 3 from Wembanyama. And Turner with the block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Vassell passes to Sohan. Back to Vassell. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Outside for Halliburton. And there's the drive. Deflects the pass. Wembanyama with it. Turner covering. The drive by Wembanyama. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wembanyama's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. And he slams it in one-handed.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. His focus is what helps him find the wide-open man.
Turner against Vassell. Back to Paul. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
It's a tie game in Indiana. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Nembhard, good. Nembhard's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Left side, Wembanyama. Outside, Paul. Fox outside. The kick out to Paul. Launches it. He drops it from range. Paul's got 7.
Yeah, he's usually the playmaker, but Paul can knock down a shot like that if you set him up.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Mathurin hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Mathurin's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Pass to Fox. Back to Paul. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Now here's Halliburton. Against resistance. Halliburton gets it to go.
I'll tell you what. They are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Fox finds Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call.
Stands at the line for the Spurs.
This would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Free throw's good for Fox. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
Siakam the screen. Fires the 3. Vassell with the rebound. San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Fox finds Vassell. Back to Fox. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Nembhard.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian Devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Triple! Tyrese Halliburton.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Mathurin against Vassell. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Mathurin. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, tricky move by Mathurin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
Spurs trail by 3. On the wing, Vassell. He's guarded by Nembhard. Vassell can't get it to go. Indiana has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Halliburton up top. He's guarded by Vassell. Halliburton outside. Pass to Turner. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Castle's checked in for Chris Paul. And Siakam gets it to go. Siakam's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, you can live with that turnover because they've been very careful with the ball up till this point.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Fox. Pass to Vassell from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Mathurin. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Glancing at the upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar? Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
I like to see him take it inside, man. Too many threes.
Glad you could join us.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so in the game for the Spurs, Castle is out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Barnes, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5. Outside Barnes. Tipped. In transition, here come the Pacers.
Their fast hands help Siakam force a turnover, which he turns into a successful fast break.
Spurs trail by 6. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Jackson, he's checked in for Shepard. Champagny, that's good.
And he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong. Going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
On the wing, Mathurin. There's a screen by Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Clock at 6. Mathurin passes to Siakam. They get it back. Right wing. Turner for 3. Connects from downtown. Turner's got his first 3 points of the game.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Pass to Champagny for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Mathurin, a screen on Barnes. Right side Mathurin. Halliburton on the wing. Halliburton using the vertical there.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
Pass to McLaughlin. Castle for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Jackson, pass to Siakam. Kicks it out to Jackson. Halliburton outside. Over Castle, outside Mathurin. Puts up a 3. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point game. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Halliburton. The 3. Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Castle. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. Indiana leading by 6. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter right here, too.
Good looking guy.
And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Halliburton. Bryant's got his first bucket in this one.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Neesmith with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Fox against Toppin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Halliburton, the pass to Bryant. Over Fox. Bryant, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
They still need this. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Even though he's just 6'3", Fox can really get up, including slamming it down in style.
Here's Halliburton driving inside, and the dunk by Halliburton.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Shepard, he's checked in for Indiana. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Top it inside. He's against Sohan. Shot clock at 6. McConnell against Paul. That one goes. Count it. McConnell's got his first points of the night.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. McConnell. And a nice finish on the layup. McConnell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And so it's Indiana closing out. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Obi Toppin out there with Walker. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Bradley in at the center position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Wembanyama, pass to Sohan. And he gets that one.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
McConnell finds Walker. McConnell left side. Second shot opportunity. The shot won't fall. Paul with some nice D. Here's Fox. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Nembhard outside. Toppin, a screen on Fox. They drive by Nembhard. Yep, that one goes. And the Pacers lead by 9. For San Antonio, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Wembanyama down low. Bradley on him. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Top it inside. Sohan covering. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Vassell's shot is good.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
McConnell passes to Nembhard. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Toppin passes to McConnell. Off target with the 3. Spurs trail by 6. And here's Paul. And a missed layup. Walker with it. Fox picks him up. Walker passes to McConnell. Here's Bradley. Outside Walker. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Vassell's got 4 rebounds in the game. Fox outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Nembhard.
Everything Fox does is so fast. It makes him very difficult to guard without fouling.
So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Bradley. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Mathurin's checked in for Walker. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell.
And such an unpredictable player. I like how Halliburton uses this aspect to help draw fouls.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim. Just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Pass to Paul. Soft touch off the glass.
You have a big shot, why not go to Paul? He's seen every situation. Nothing flusters him.
And Siakam with the slam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Paul. Oh, and Turner with a block. They recover it. Here's Fox. Fox hits it right through the contact.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Yes, it's good. Halliburton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Vassell's shot is good.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
Halliburton against Paul. Yep, that one goes. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox, huge points. First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Indiana foul. Miles Turner, second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done. Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a one-possession game.
Halliburton outside. Siakam with a screen on Paul. Halliburton outside. Beyond the arc. And no good. And so it's the Pacers who come out on top here. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill.
Greg, in game 1 of the NBA season, how does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Chris Paul is out there with Fox, and it's Vassell. In at the small forward position. Now here's Paul. A 3 from Wembanyama. No good on that one. On offense, here are the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Here's Richards, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Vassell. The rebound by KD.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
You can see when a guy like Devin Booker sees a lane to the rim, he's going to exploit it.
Here's Fox. That one's off, still out of sync. The Suns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Done shots, good.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
So it's the Spurs now. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Here's Fox. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
KD, a screen on Fox. Inside. The jump hook. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the dunk by Sohan.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And the Spurs with possession following the score by Phoenix. KD, that's for 2. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Booker, back to Durant. There's a screen. A 3-ball. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. It's Vassell on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Sohan. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to New York. To the middle. Richards passes to KD. Takes a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Vassell. Vassell sends a screen for Wembanyama. Looking to end the run. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside, Fox. That shot off. Good D by Booker.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Pass to Sohan. Vassell outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's Phoenix sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They have made... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Suns.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. But they've been fun to watch.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the 5. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Sohan finds Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Offensive rebound. Here's KD. Fox against Booker. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Out to KD. And another shot. Richards. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Richards got the lead up to 14 now for Phoenix. Here's Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Outside Durant. Dunn with a screen on Wembanyama. Latrey. Over to the left wing. The 3 from KD. Kevin Durant, bullseye. Money on the 3.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Stolen by Durant. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Sohan. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Woo-hoo, that was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Pass to Dunn.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Clock at 6. Back to Durant. Over Wembanyama. Wembanyama knocks it away.
San Antonio.
You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. De'Aaron Fox, number 1.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
San Antonio making a switch here. Amu Kelishvili is checked in. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Now here's Booker. He has 7. Pass to Richards. And Beal kicks to Durant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal. He's got his 3rd assist on the night. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Booker, not the guy you want to foul, gentlemen. This guy is one of the best from the stripe there is in the game.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Now here's Booker. Last game out, he had 40 points. Durant against Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Durant dishes to Dunn. There's the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Dunn's got 8 points.
Well, that's just a pretty pass. Kevin Durant carrying the scoring load when he has to, but boy, can he get others involved.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Suns leading by 17. And Booker kicks to Dunn. Beal taking his time here. He takes it in and finished off by Beal.
Guys, you love the patience when Bradley Beal is running the pick and roll. Doesn't rush, plays at his own pace.
Down low, stolen away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama for 3. No good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
You know, for the Suns, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big change.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Phoenix Suns. That is more than enough of a...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got Castle and it's Champagny in its small forward. Good on the three-point shot.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Jones looking for an opening. Outside, Martin. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 18. And for those of you tuning in, we're about to hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
Sheesh.
That is authority right there.
It was. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
The size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Suns leading by 16. Here's Jones. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
But just remember, Tyus Jones, despite that shorter frame, is willing to play through contact. Shows you right there.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 4 points this quarter.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Allen. A rebound by the Spurs.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Allen for 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 14-5 run.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Get there.
There's the pick. Pass to Champagny. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
There's 1:47 left in the third. Takes it inside. Barnes grabs the miss.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's McLaughlin. The shot, no good. Plumlee with some nice D. Jones, no one around him. Knocks down the 3-ball. Jones has got 8 points.
Well, what we know is Tyus has always been an efficient player as a passer and as a shooter.
To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Jones from outside. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Spurs trail by 12. Here's McLaughlin. Drains it from beyond the arc. McLaughlin's got 11 in the second half.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
Inside, Ball. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
At the line for Phoenix. 2 shots. The play is under video review on the NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can. And so it's Phoenix in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And
let's do it again for this quarter, 0-0.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Suns leading by 9. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Booker outside.
Hey, yo, right here. What's the rule?
Back to Dunn. Fires the 3. Richards, no good. Spurs trail by 9. Vassell outside. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
They set the screen, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Here's Fox, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. Durant inside. Wembanyama on him. Durant, good.
You get the sense KD can have and make any shot on the floor. This guy's so creative, he can wreak havoc.
Zohan, the pass to Fox. That's tipped. And it's sent back by KD.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Well, the speed and athleticism of Bradley Beal on display, streaking out for the early offense.
Pass to Wembanyama. Paul outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Booker the pass to Richards. Outside, Beal. Into the lane and finished off by Beal.
Great play off the bounce by Bradley Beal. He has added this methodically over the course of time. Go ahead, Bradley. Drive it, baby.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Vassell kicks to Paul. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dunn finds KD. Durant drives. And the rejection by Wembanyama. with 3. Booker, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Suns.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for KD.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
A nice shot by Booker.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
And Wembanyama outside. There's 14 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. And Durant puts up a deep 3. Misses. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. So, all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Hart.
brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot.
Just bouncing off of contact, Booker putting in work in that weight room.
Here's Siakam. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Booker, good.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
And here's Siakam for 3. Buries it from 3. Siakam's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Dunn. Outside Durant. Lets the 3 fly. Siakam pulls down the board. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Grant.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Okay, Book, we see the bounce.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Halliburton. And Coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's the 3. Indiana with a rebound. Shoots from the line. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Mathurin with a steal. Here we go. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Mathurin is so tough in transition.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Now here's Halliburton. He had 9 points in his last time out. Now here's Turner, defended by Dunn. Dunn with a steal. Here's Booker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
And what makes Booker so difficult to guard is that he can score from every spot on the floor.
That one drops. He ties it up. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, BA. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
Mathurin, a screen on Durant. Siakam, the pass to Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. Nice D from Durant.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
Halliburton goes. And there it is for him.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Indiana making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Booker for 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. McConnell's shot is off.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Beal. Booker against McConnell. Booker, good. Booker's got 11.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Mathurin. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Suns leading. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Here's McConnell. Good on the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Suns have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Richards with a screen. Durant, pass to Richards. Boom! He jams it straight down.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point.
Yeah, great play. Halliburton ferocious with the ball in his hands, using that long frame to his advantage.
And Booker throws it down.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Oh, Durant from deep.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so unique.
Halliburton with the ball. Beal picks him up. Beal against Halliburton. Siakam the screen. Halliburton misses. Phoenix leading by 5. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face. Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Halliburton finds Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. 3-pointer. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Halliburton's got 7 points in the game.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Nembhard with it. Now guarded by Booker. Halliburton outside. Back to Nembhard. Siakam with a screen on Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Richards pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Halliburton drives, and the dunk by Halliburton.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Richards, the pass to Booker. The kick to Durant. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Siakam with a screen on Beal. The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Suns lead by 4. Stolen by Siakam. On the wing, Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. And here's Turner. There's a minute 26 left to play in the first half of basketball. 5 on the clock. Mathurin drives to the hoop. Blocked. And now the Suns fast break for 3. Booker. The rebound by Turner.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Siakam. Mathurin finds Siakam. Back to Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. It's tipped. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for Nembhard. 50 seconds left in the first half. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
Richards, the pass to Dunn. Here's Beal. 4-3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's Beal's wheelhouse. Catch and
Toppin, a screen on Beal. And Nesmith, here we go. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Indiana shooting their first free throws of the night. First one falls for him. Shepherd, he's checked in for Indiana. Both good from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
To the middle. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Aaron Nesmith picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line. They've been knocked down from the line this quarter, trying to build out their lead.
Jackson, he's checked in for Shepherd. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Halliburton against Booker. Toppin, a screen on Booker. Halliburton using the vertical there.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Phoenix out in front. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And taking a look at the Pacers, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And now looking at the Pacers in this one, no separation to be found from either side.
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Bull out there with Cody Martin. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group from Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Martin, that's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Martin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Halliburton on the attack. Wow, what a strong flush from Halliburton.
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it.
Count it. Good. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Halliburton against Jones. Nice move. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Plumlee passes to Martin. Jones up top. He's marked by McConnell. McConnell against Jones. Bull, a screen on McConnell. 5 to shoot. Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Allen outside. The 3 is up. Second chance effort. And it's laid up and in by Plumlee. And the Suns lead by 3.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And again, Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's got 17.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Martin. Drains the triple. Martin's got 6 in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Halliburton against Jones. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Yeah, what a dunk from Halliburton. The defense has to push him further out.
Phoenix has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Bull, a screen on McConnell. Martin, the pass to Plumlee. Now here's Jones. Back to Martin. Allen outside. The Suns need to get off a shot. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard, but his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
Jones against Halliburton. Martin outside. Shoots. Rebounded by Halliburton.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
McConnell's shot is off. Pass to Allen. Outside Bull. On the wing, Jones. There's the 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Halliburton against Jones. Back to Martin. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Dunn outside. Booker, the pass to Richards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Pass to Nesmith. Wide open. And it's Phoenix for the rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Beal. Walker pulls down the board. Nesmith with it. The kick out to Walker. Back to Nesmith. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist. Nesmith's gotten 4 this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Suns ahead, leading. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Pacers, Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Tony Bradley out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's McConnell in at the one. Here's Durant. KD out here flexing on people. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Phoenix.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Durant owning the inside.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Oh, got a piece of it. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 8. Ooh, Durant with a steal to the paint. And then Beal with the dunk.
Still showing a little bounce. Beal sends it home.
Siakam against Durant. Outside for McConnell. Pass to Bradley. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Siakam. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Yeah, another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for McConnell. Up top, Richards. Three-pointer. Beal fires in the triple. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Halliburton outside. To the inside. Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
The Suns lead by 11. Stolen by Siakam. Here's the break. And it's Turner, that time on the assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists tonight.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Durant, no good. Pacers trail by 9. Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside, here's Booker. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Halliburton, good.
Yeah, you've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Pass to Turner. To the wing, right side. To the right side. From the arc. Bradley Beal with a rebound. The Suns lead by 8. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. The Pacers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Oh, taking the contact. Halliburton.
And what a huge moment from Halliburton. His guys give it to him for these exact reasons.
Beal outside. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Booker. Beal against Turner. Booker, pass to Durant. KD, what else would you expect?
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Halliburton misses. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Suns. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And Beal launches from deep. Nice open look, but it's no good. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to Allie. Thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.